Alright everybody, it's time for the next video on the 365-day magic challenge. I got a really great trick today. It's the Clatter Box. This one's great for kids and for stage. Really wakes up your audience. You'll see why in a minute. But here's the trick, Clatter Box. So, I don't know if you guys know of the show, Antiques Roadshow on PBS, on the public television system. Great show. They go around and praise things, and people come in and bring their stuff, and they go to different cities. Great show. I'm obsessed with it. I was actually on it once. True story. I was on it, and I took this box in, and they appraised it at $20,000. They said it came all the way from China. It was an old Chinese box. Pretty cool. But I actually have something else inside they appraised for $100 as well. And inside of here, it's a handkerchief. And this handkerchief was actually in Clark Gable's pocket at the Oscars when he won for Best Picture Gone with the Wind in 1939. True story. True story. So, I'm going to close up the empty box. Oh, let me show you it's empty. I forgot to show you that. I forgot to reach inside and show you it's empty. Nothing else in there. I'm going to take this handkerchief, and I'm going to place it right here inside of the empty bag. Nothing in there except for air. So I'm going to take the handkerchief, place it right in there, and I'm going to wave my hand over the handkerchief just like this, and watch. Something pretty cool happens. It actually disappears. Gone. Vanished. Finito. Finished. Not here. Goodbye, Mr. Handkerchief. Okay. But now I actually have the box. Let's go back to the box here. We'll go back to this magical box. I'm going to unlock it because something amazing happened. I made the handkerchief disappear and then reappear inside of this box. I'm going to unlock it. It's unlocked. You guys ready? All right. I'm going to open it up and we're going to see the handkerchief is going to be back inside the box. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Well, anybody got any tape or glue or found the handkerchief, but I broke my box. Well, okay. And that's the Clatter Box. A great trick. I just love performing this. I do. I love performing this. I just love, you know, how the box just, boom, falls apart. That's why I said at the beginning it really wakes up your audience, because when your pieces just go and they just clatter like that, the audience goes, whoa, and they just kind of jolt and wake up there. I just love it. I do that's the patter I do when I perform the trick. And after the box had just went like, had just fallen apart, this lady after the show, who was my assistant, she was like, that wasn't really worth $20,000, was it? She was all freaked out that it was she broke my expensive box, but it was funny. Clatter Box is great. I love the Clatter Box. I recommend going to pick it up. Pick one up because it's really a great trick. You're gonna love performing this. I do. I love performing it, and I just can't get enough of it. It's always so funny to watch people's reactions when the box just breaks. It's great. There is a buyer beware with this trick. There's different versions of this trick. There's this version that has this lady on the front, and it's a metal. It's a metal one. So when your pieces clang together, you kind of got a louder clang when they clang together. There is another metal one that's like a lunch pail, and it's all metal and it's all silver. There's also a wood version of this, and when it clangs together, it kind of goes ka-dunk when it clangs together. The wood version I don't like because the screws come apart easy on the wood version, and you might lose a screw, and then if you lose a screw, I actually lost a screw up here in the top on the wood version, right up here. Those fall out on the wood version, and if you lose that screw, this whole top part doesn't work anymore. So I got rid of my wood version and I got the metal. I love the metal. I've had this thing. It breaks all the time when I perform, and none of the screws have come loose. It's great quality. The wood version's nice too. It's a little cheaper than this though, so this is a little more expensive, but you're going to get a better quality item out of the metal version than you would the wood version. because the screws come out, you lose the screw, and then it's like, ah, and then you're done with the trick. So it's the Clatter Box. Great trick. The thing about the Clatter Box is I use a change bag to vanish the silk. You can use anything you want to vanish the silk. You could use a one of those crystal silk tube things. So there's a bunch of ways you can vanish the silk, and you can make it reappear. Also, this version they gave you a yellow one. Some versions give you an orange one. You can use any silk you want. I'm not going to go into the trick. You just need to know you know how the trick works. Well, you know how the vanishing part works if you're a magician. And but you can use any silk you want, though. I just like this one because it's big, and a lot of times when they give you silks with this Clatter Box, they'll give you a nice big one. So I recommend if you're gonna change the silk, go with a big one though, because it looks good. Because when it falls apart and the spectator is left holding it like this, people can see it really well. So that's the Clatter Box. It's a great trick. Go pick it up today. Hope you guys enjoyed the Clatter Box, one of my favorite tricks.